After the GOP had some Republican primary wins this week, Congressman Matt Gaetz is reminding states to follow Florida's lead in strengthening voter laws. One America's Caitlin Sinclair tells us more.
Congressman Matt Gaetz, great to have you. You made some comments on your recent podcast episode about what we witnessed this week during primaries, specifically in the state of Pennsylvania, where there seems to be a vote counting problem or challenge over there. You are calling on the Pennsylvania legislature to clean up the mess of a voting system. Where do you propose they start?
What's really problematic in Pennsylvania is that they have a system that invites fraud and that erodes the integrity of the ballot and the chain of custody. You see, in the state of Florida, where frankly we used to be a laughingstock, we cleaned up our system by requiring a count of the votes that come in by mail as they come in. That way you get smaller batches and you're able to have a thorough review to authenticate the voter and, in fact, the ballot as it's being cast. By contrast, in Pennsylvania, they don't open the mail as it comes in. They just allow just hundreds of thousands of ballots to accumulate, and then on election day, they begin opening the ballots. This creates a fog of war. This creates pandemonium, and I believe it makes it far more difficult to determine whether or not the voter intended to cast the ballot that is in the possession of the election officials.
Congressman, you have colleagues. You have a governor that has been hard at work defending these principles, defending our right to vote, and ensuring we have safe and free elections. Governor DeSantis has passed election laws strengthening voter ID. He has prohibited late mass mailing of ballots. He has banned ballot harvesting, and he even increased the penalties for violations of our election laws. What should the rest of the country be taking away from the system in Florida and the progress that you have made down there?
Here's my message to state legislators all over the country. You can pass any bills, any regulations, any chain of custody or voter ID requirements you want. If the human beings running the elections are incompetent or corrupt, then you're not going to get clean elections. You see, what Governor DeSantis did in his first week in office was fire the elections officials who didn't run clean elections in Broward County and in Palm Beach County. And so we need secretaries of state, supervisors of elections, governors in these critical states with the courage to make the personnel decisions to give all Americans confidence in our great republic.
Before we let you go, we have another crisis that Americans are dealing with, thanks to this administration, the baby formula shortage. Congressman, why is it that we were able to find pallets of baby formula down by the border and over in Mexico? So there is baby formula for illegals. Again, this just plays into the America Last agenda this administration continues to promote. We have weapons for the Taliban, $40 billion being sent to Ukraine, and now baby formula for illegals, but not for Americans.
Well, it pulls back the veil. And it shows that this is not an unsolvable problem. The shelves are full of baby formula in Tijuana, Mexico, but not right across the border in the United States of America. And so I think that you have an administration here that has tried to control the economy so much that they've actually crowded out product. I think that the availability of baby formula in Mexico for illegal aliens shows that this isn't like some global shortage that can't be solved. This is a supply chain crisis that is entirely created by the Biden government's choices and that is even made worse by what they're trying to do now in response with a virtue signal rather than an actual increase in supply for Americans.
So again, the final message, if you're sick of disaster after disaster in this country, take it out at the polls. Congressman, thank you.